Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Friends, Datuk and Tan Sri, ladies and gentlemen, onto him is a journey. Tuesday, February 8, 2011 contribution to Pearls and Jam. Onto him is a journey. My favorite patient and friend, AFW, died yesterday while at home, presumably from a massive heart attack. He was 43. Our path crossed when he had his first coronary event at the tender age of 37, a young, thinking up-and-coming COO of a public listed company. He had 4 stents implanted by me in 2005. He had bad residual left ventricular function. Short form, we call it LV ejection fraction, for left ventricular ejection fraction of the heart, the main piston pumping your blood away following the loss of heart muscle during the first attack. When I'm faced with young chaps like him with reduced LV function, apart from the usual standard care of the body, I always feel duty-bound, especially in Muslim patients of mine, the necessity to address the question of the soul. Unwanted, unheralded, unexpected death does occur despite the best of care and surveillance in people in this category, arising from sudden arrhythmias, sudden non-critical plaque disruption, making a non-significant and minor plaque or indentation in the coronary vessel suddenly become critical narrowing or complete blockade, leading to a life-threatening reinfarction and rarely pump failure. From the mechanical perspective, increased mortality arising from this group of patients higher than the rest because with a prior poor left ventricular function, their hearts have less reserve, so to speak, to be able to sustain any further loss of muscles arising from a second heart attack or a third one. In layman's term, you are already on reserve tank. If he is Muslim and Cantonese, it is usually easy. This education of the soul aspect, I just blurt out the usual advice usually given to big bikers. Encik jangan corner baring in your lifestyle would automatically be followed by a 180 degrees turn towards piety, surah-going, contemplative, zikir-laden change. You are a big bike enthusiast and like to potong people around corners, you automatically know what it means. If he is non-Cantonese and Muslim, this corner barring advice is rarely understood. So I would advise him to take a 1 kilometer walk to his nearest surau for Isha and Maghrib 4 to 5 times a week. That addresses the exercise issue at the same time, as well as the soul. If we are non-Cantonese and non-Muslim, my task gets a wee bit harder. Firstly, I have to make a rational assessment as to whether my patient is ready to accept the less than satisfactory news of possibility of sudden cardiac death, or SCD, our euphemism for sudden cardiac death, in futures. After ascertained that he is feasible to that kind of advice, only then I would venture gingerly over the issue. Most would rather have me remain silent on this important issue. This gives doctors in my position a wee bit of heartburn in the long run, because silence means a heavier emotional burden for us when onwards unlikely event occurs in the future. That, in a nutshell, is the state of the business. Back to my friend AFW. He is non-Cantonese but Muslim. He probably must have been close to big bikers, though, because he understood the no corner barring advisory right away. His lifestyle, according to his elder brother from Petronas, whom I talked to today, is also my patient, changed 100% after his first coronary. Umrah yearly for the last 6 years, Ramadan in Mecca and Medina, prayers and zikr and a life of contemplation. Alhamdulillah. His untimely passage has left a gaping wound in my calf today, but it's quite reassuring to know that he has gone to meet his maker on a good inning. Alhamdulillah, Masya Allah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Onto him is the journey. Till we meet again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.